It's the Jetset Show, live on NBC. Our guests tonight include Welsh rugby star Cledwyn Bevan, who continues to break records, 15-year-old Rubik's Cube champion Todd Anderson, and three-time Oscar winner Agnes Morrison, who just won't slow down in her latest film. And now, your host with the most, Doug Green.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am humbled. Thank you. You're too kind. Thank you so much. All of my life, I have wanted to have my own late-night talk show, and who'd have thought all it would take is an iPhone and an app. We have a great show for you tonight. We have a 14-year-old Rubik's Cube champion who will impress you. We have an actress who's been, she's well into her 80s, and she will not give up. And in Wales, they call it rugby. Kind of like football, nothing like football. We'll have a rugby champion with us tonight. The Jetset Show begins right now.
The Jetset Show on NBC is brought to you by Lightcraft Academy, where the iPhone you have in your pocket can take you places you have never been before. The Jetset Show, featuring your host, the one and only Doug Green, starts right now.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, applause dies. End of acting. That opening was a bit of a stretch. I would like to say did that in one take, hardly one take. But you might have noticed that I was walking around in this beautiful studio. Finally, I have a green screen that also has a green piece that rolls out onto the floor, and I'm on carpet, so I put a board under it, and I'll explain more about that later on. But a company reached out to me, Rabe, and they have an amazing green screen. We've actually used those green screens or that product at NAB, and they offered to let me give it a try. I frankly, and I'll talk more about the green screen in future episodes, but I frankly think it's going to eliminate the big cloth that I've been hanging and getting up on chairs and, trying to attach to my roof of my living room here. It's phenomenal. We'll talk more about that in a moment, and I'll show you the setup on that. But I really wanted to, I teased in my last episode this concept, Gaussian splat. I don't have any new intel on how quickly or how soon we'll be able to integrate that into Jetset. It is possible. We can do it now, but it does involve going into Blender and doing some other things. It's not quite a plug and play, but the technology is incredible, and I will show you how I've taken a couple of our sets from our Flickr account and done 3D Gaussian splats. The concept one day might be, could we do Jetset not just against 2D backgrounds, but against some backgrounds that have some parallax? So I want to walk you through a couple of those, and then I'm going to come back, and I think I'll be a cowboy here in just a couple minutes. I will say that the opening scene was a lot of fun to shoot with a blend of Jetset and some AI creativity for the B-roll. I'll spend more time on a future episode going over the Rabe collapsible green screen. Rabe reached out to me, and my review will be unbiased, but I will admit that adding a green screen to the floor opens up some tremendous possibilities. More on this in the next episode. Gaussian splat creation just got way easier with a new AI site called Marble. I'll link to it in the description. It took me less than 24 hours to be accepted into the early access program, and until it goes public, the renders are free. I rated our set library to create some 3D versions. I'll have more info on the Gaussian splat integration into Jetset in future episodes. I used Beeple for the lighting on my first and last scene of this episode of Lightcraft Academy, and I'm now in love with the HDR feature where it automates the lighting process, but also being able to add additional lights just ups the cool factor. There is no doubt that this relighting technology is a game changer with a capital G. I think that you will agree that at the end of the day it's all about immersion and being able to walk around in the environment. And this is a 2D environment. This is essentially a flat picture, but with the green floor. And I'll explain more, and I'll use this more in my next or my upcoming episodes. But super immersive to be able to interact. And remember, it's all about the props. And in theory, I could have some other props, and I could have a bale of hay. And there's no limit to what you can do with this technology. More to come, as always. Thank you so much for watching Lightcraft Academy. Please subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take care.